R. Rajagopalan is a former Indian diplomat currently helping the Ministry of External Affairs declassify its old records. Rajagopalan is one of 24 former ambassadors and high commissioners currently assisting the ministry put its old files in the public domain. According to India's Public Records Act of 1993, all government files older than 25 years should be reviewed, declassified, and made available to researchers and academicians. But the exercise was delayed as the ministry is extremely short-staffed and its officers too overburdened with their routine work to be able to devote time to look at old files. This is where the Association of Indian Diplomats offered its services.
Association of Indian Diplomats is a society of former ambassadors. When we were approached last year by the Minister of External Affairs to assist in declassifying old records, we are more than happy to do so. And we did a pilot project last year when 15 volunteer members, former ambassadors, we reviewed well over 10,000 files, and we recommended nearly 7,000 to 8,000 files for declassification, and which is presently under examination by the National Archives of India. Based on the experience of the pilot project, Ministry has now decided to make it a regular project. Presently, a team of nearly 25 retired ambassadors are in this team, going through files which are over 25 years old.
What we are trying to do is to assist the serving officers to declassify these files. Now, the ministry has two requirements. One is to declassify material which is no longer sensitive and which has historical and academic value. The other is to destroy a lot of files which have neither historical or academic value but take a lot of space. So, the first step was to scan all these files, which has been done. Now, the average officer in the ministry has frankly very little time to look at these files. They can barely do their own work. I mean, we are a short-staffed ministry. Now, we have in the association a very large number of retired heads of mission, ambassadors, high commissioners, who have experience of 30 plus years, 30 to 40 years. So, our effort is to use our experience to assess these files, recommend either destruction or retention or transfer to the National Archives. And I think this does 75% of the work for the serving officers. I personally believe that a lot of this material should now be in the public domain. It's very interesting for academics, and as international relations becomes a subject that is increasingly being studied in India, I mean, they have a right to have access to the materials in our files.
Former diplomats bring with them a wealth of experience in handling issues with a bearing on India's foreign relations and national security.
We exactly know we are in a position, most of us are not only are retired certainly, but we are continue to be involved in strategic affairs, strategic studies. So, to that extent, our experience of what can constitute national interest is important. While a diplomat or a person who has not been in this job might not be able to. Essentially, when we look at it, we try to find whether declassifying a certain paper is against national interest. The word national interest, national security interest or otherwise, is a part of an ongoing aspect of Indian foreign affairs, and that declassifying it is not going to hurt Indian interests. And we have seen that well over 85% we are now recommending for declassification.
The ministry's archives and records management section in New Delhi has nearly 2 lakh old files dating back to 1934. These are stored in 8 record rooms. All files have also been scanned, digitized, indexed and loaded onto a central server.
We have about 2 lakhs files here. I think the exact figure is 1,93,720. Fortunately, all the files have been digitized, indexed, scanned and loaded onto a central server. And we have a browsing room. We can access all the data from here, but this access is limited to the serving IFS officers. The project we have undertaken is to declassify the files as per the Public Records Act 1993 according to which files over 25 years old have to be reviewed and declassified if necessary.
For former Ambassador PMS Malik, who retired nearly 2 decades back, reading through these old files has refreshed old memories.
Well, it's been a very rewarding experience, sort of a reacquaintance with many things that one had looked at or heard about or seen in terms of events that took place in the areas where one had served in the past, and also to understand the way other colleagues looked at the same events.
These old files promise to reveal interesting facets of contemporary historical events.
We have here some really old and rare documents, documents dating back to 1934. We have, for instance, reports on the earthquake of Nepal in 1934, the exchange of letters between Prime Minister of India and Burma in 1957. So we have some really interesting and rare documents here. So it's important that the documents which have been, which are not sensitive in nature, could be made available to those who are interested in research on these and related subjects.
Hopefully, our work will contribute to the knowledge base that we should be having for people who have academic interests, historical interests, and the people at large, to know how foreign policy has actually been and effectively put in place and in use. Some events are of extreme importance, particularly the role that India played, let us say, in contributing to independence of some of the other countries in Asia. So it is definitely a very useful purpose that we are hopefully serving. And let's see how it actually pans out once these files reach the archives.
The ministry hopes declassified files kept at the National Archives of India will add to the public's understanding of contemporary Indian foreign policy.